Hey guys, welcome to Over Kegger. It's Rob. Today, we're going to talk about some fun stuff. Damn kids. We're going to talk about Thanksgiving. We're going to talk about some of the things I like, some of the things I really don't like. So let's get with it. Let's start now. Hit it. Welcome back, guys. All right, so let's start with the good stuff. What's good about Thanksgiving? You get to be around family. You get to be around some friends, depending on how you do it, where you're at. If you're not close to family, sometimes you spend it with friends. Pardon all the bumps. I'm on campus, so everything is garbage. You gotta wait. Sometimes people on bikes run lights. It's whatever. You're always able to bond over food, and being a chef, I've learned that. I learned that, God, when I was a kid. When I was a kid, you know, you always saw everybody getting together, and you know, we would always go to either my grandmother's, or we would go to, like, we went to my Uncle David's one year and stuff like that. Anyway, everywhere that our family would go, there would be laughter and joy. Very rarely was anybody in trouble or upset with each other. It was just it was a really, really fun, really fun time, and it really brought everyone together. So the number one thing for my likes of Thanksgiving are it brings friends and family together. The second thing that I like about it is the food. So I'm lucky to have a handful of really good cooks in my family. I am one of them, but I very rarely cook on Thanksgiving. I'm sure that when I get married and we move somewhere else, I'll be starting that tradition with my fiance. There's this lady who looks like she has like 60 pounds of fucking trash in her car, and she's driving on looks like a flat. Cool. Let's hear it for the Mercedes. But I'm sure I'll be one of the ones to start that tradition, and we'll have plenty of fun memories that we'll start ourselves. Maybe if we have kids, whatever. The third thing that I like about Thanksgiving is I like the parade. Is that weird that I really like the Thanksgiving Day parade? Ever since I was a kid, you know, seeing like the Peanuts characters, seeing the, you know, Garfield and stuff like that, it made me happy. Now we've got like SpongeBob and all these other cartoons that I don't actually watch. You know, maybe one day we'll have like an Aqua Teen Hunger Force blimp or balloon or whatever they're called, and maybe a Rick and Morty one or something like that, but I don't know. Like a Pickle Rick. So I mean, that's the main gist of the things I like about Thanksgiving. The things I don't like about Thanksgiving. Traveling. I don't like people on the roads because I have a little bit of road rage. People are dumbasses. It's really not. It's not a fun situation to be in when you have a ton of people that all want to go essentially in the same direction you're going, but most of them are older, so they'd go either at or under the speed limit on the highway, which is completely stupid, 100% dumb, but I get it. They don't trust themselves enough. That's cool. I'm not a really big fan of doing multiple Thanksgivings. So I have an issue where I don't eat anything during the day, and then in the late afternoon, early evening, when everything comes back around, I tend to eat as much as I can the first go around until I'm full, and then the second one or third one, depending on family, I just can't. I can eat like 2 or 3 bites of this, 2 or 3 bites of that, and then maybe a dessert. I'm not really big on desserts, but I got to eat something so they think that I care. It's not that I don't care. It's just that I'm full, and I know that some people get upset when you don't eat what they've made, or at least try things that they've made. And the cool part about my family and my fiance's family and stuff like that is, people bring things over for Thanksgiving. It's not all set on one person. Now, one person will do the bulk of the cooking, but everybody else usually brings like a side dish or a dessert, or like a bottle of booze or something like that, which is cool. And I like that because it takes a little bit of pressure off of everybody, and it kind of brings everybody together. But I don't like having to go and eat several places. I can't really eat several places. I can only eat one place and then snack at the others, and people usually get pissy, and it sucks. Another thing I don't like about Thanksgiving is sometimes it's like inclement weather. So sometimes it's either icy or snowy or rainy or whatever, and that just absolutely sucks. I hate it when weather is like that. It is not fun. It is not fun to drive in. It's not a good combination of things. You have stupid people on the roads. You're trying to take care of your own shit, and then it starts icing, and you're like, people immediately, for some stupid reason, hit their brakes. And it's like, oh God, there's water or there's ice that's falling from the sky. I need to immediately drop 15 miles per hour. Doesn't make sense. But that's one of the shitty things about being in the Midwest, is you never really know what kind of weather you're gonna get. Did I just kind of go Forrest Gump on it? I think I may have. The Midwest is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. Anyway, I would say the final thing that I dislike about Thanksgiving is probably the cranberry sauce. So I grew up where my parents would literally take the cranberry sauce the canned cranberry sauce, open it, and just pour it out into a bowl, and it still had somewhat of the can shape to it. Now, over the last few years, I know how to make cranberry sauce and cranberry jam and stuff like that, to where it looks good and it tastes good, but it just always brings me back to when I was a kid and how much I absolutely just despised having that. Now, that being said, I'm still going to put it on my plate. It's a habit from when I was a kid where my parents said you have to have a little bit of everything. You don't get to not have a little bit of everything. So I would have a little bit of everything, and I still put it on my plate, even if I don't eat it. I still put it on my plate. There's a couple things that I don't really eat. I don't eat a lot of desserts, so I'm not a chocolate fan. I don't like chocolate. I haven't liked chocolate my whole life. The other thing is, I'm not a super big fan of poultry. So I'll eat chicken, I'll eat turkey, but I would much prefer to have like beef or ham, like pork and stuff like that. My fiance's mother makes lamb, which is absolutely delicious, but after eating somewhere else first and then going there, it's not the same appeal. And then you have that really, really fun thing called oyster dressing. I would eat all of the oyster dressing she made if I were to eat it first. But unfortunately, I'm full. And when I'm full, seafood doesn't necessarily sound like the best option. Now I'm gonna say, I don't want anybody to get upset about this because I love seafood. But if I'm full, I might throw up if I eat seafood. And, you know, oyster dressing is fine. Oyster dressing is cool because she uses the fresh oysters. She doesn't use the canned or like the frozen. But they are quite fishy because we're in the Midwest. We're not on a coast. So it does taste a little fishy, but it's still good. Honestly, that's pretty much it, guys. That's what I like and what I don't like about Thanksgiving. If there's something you like and you don't like down below, please, or if there's something you do like and you don't like, comment down below. Like, subscribe, hit us up on Facebook, Patreon, follow us on Instagram. If you want to, we have a Patreon. We would appreciate, even as low as $1 would be great. If you don't want to leave a comment about what you like and dislike about Thanksgiving, then just say hi. We like it when you guys say hi. So it would be great. Anyway, guys, I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Cheers.